The first three directors that I worked with, Gattu, Manish Sharma and Mr. Rajkumar, they had no clue what did I do on TV. So he was the first one who told me, actually, you know, what you were doing on TV was actually good. Who would come and watch the film because they'll be investing like 2-3 hours and their money. So I shouldn't be disappointing them. So there's a sense of that responsibility.
How did you get that last expression in MS Dhoni after he hits the six?
Sir, I saw it for like 100 times.
It was incredible. I don't know.
Thank you, sir.
I've also seen the trailer and I'm going to see the movie in a couple of days. But that last expression was just unbelievable. When he scored, वो चक्का मारा था और India जीत गया था. That expression on his face. उसका close-up है TV में.
Trailer, yeah.
It was, you can't make out the difference. So I was very keen to know.
The great thing is, sir, I was at that point of time also thinking that it's unbelievable.
Of a lot of movies, there's crores and crores of money invested just on you and on your talent. Do you get nervous?
Slightly before the release of the film, because of two things. One is I want to do films like this again and again. That can only happen when this film does well at the box office. And there's the first time I think about everybody who would come and watch the film because they'll be investing like 2-3 hours and their money. So I shouldn't be disappointing them. So there's a sense of that responsibility, but that's it. When I say yes to a film and I'm doing it, preparing for it, it's just my equation with my work.
The commerce of the movie doesn't really...
Nothing, absolutely. When I produce the film, obviously that will be something that I'll be trained for and I'll be thinking, but not now.
Yes.
The first three directors that I worked with, Gattu, Manish Sharma and Mr. Rajkumar, they had no clue what did I do on TV. So he was the first one who told me, actually, you know, what you were doing on TV was actually good.
Our fault because we are so heavily conditioned that one day you'll earn money and there will be recognition is when you'll be successful, is why we want to hold on to it. But if you're not looking at it, you're not insecure. I'm not saying that it's completely the seduction of this fame is absent. It is there, but you're not looking forward to it for most of the time. Personally speaking, I get insecure because every time people say that this was a good shot or probably a good performance, I didn't know how it happened. So I'm not in control. So the knowing or understanding of the absence of control is what gives me this insecurity.
Sushant, what was the first meeting with Dhoni like? Had you met him before?
Yeah, once back in 2006, 2007.
Okay.
As a fan.
Right.
Yeah. So India-Pakistan match was happening in Mohali, and around that city, my brother-in-law was posted in police. So I prayed, and I got an opportunity to take a picture with him. So that was it. But here I was meeting him for the first time, knowing that I'm hired now. So yeah, the first day was like, I was not observing him as an actor, but as a fan, this is happening. Yeah.
Was he kind of judging you on some level? This is the guy who's going to play me. This is the guy who's going to sort of immortalize me on screen. Did you feel like you were being auditioned?
I think he's very intelligent. I was very sure that let me not debate over why I'm picked for this role because I want this role. So I never asked him also.
Let's take it.
So yeah, that was it. But yeah, so he was answering questions. That's it. You know, very. He knew that in order for me to understand him, he has to be very transparent, and he was. I think one film that completely changed everything, the way I look at things, and probably is the only differentiator why I am the way I am at this point of time, is The Matrix. Released in '99 when I was in my 9th grade. I saw it for the first time. I was fascinated, didn't understand a thing. I was with a bunch of my friends and we were watching it. I was just fascinated by the action sequence and all. possibly they are trying to say something which I cannot understand at this point of time. But we were all pretending to be, I know what was happening, and we had our own versions of what it was. The reason behind going and watching it was the real visuals of the film. Okay, he can actually stop the bullets and he can do 180 and dodge the bullets. But I saw it again and again. I remember counting it till 40 times, and then something hit me, and it was the way we look at things completely changes the reality and who you are, who you think you are, basically. One thing that I took from that film was, I think it was got me interested in philosophy, quantum physics, particle physics, and that's how I became an engineer. You know, it got me into reading a book called The Ways of Seeing, which got me interested into paintings. So I was just trying to read Salvador Dali and MC Escher probably, and got me then interested into poets. I don't know, there was a chain of things that happened, and all it told me that it is so wrong to think that this is the only right way of looking at things. And that is one thing that changed everything for me. And nobody says that, okay, the way you look at things define the reality for you. But every time with a different or some more experience, I was watching the same film in a completely different way, and that was the thing. I was like, no, it's just not the object that you are watching, but it's also you in the equation that defines the reality for you. And that's why MC Escher, if you see the what he did with the couple with the hands, a painting, it actually tells you that, you know, the object and the way it's been created, if they are the same, it is the way you're looking at it that creates the truth.
They all help.
Also, something really fun about the generation of actors that you are in is the fact that you guys are very comfortable with each other. There isn't those, you know, the fights and those glares. That doesn't exist anymore, right?
Probably we are good actors off camera.
And very secure. Oh, I love that. I like when people make statements like that. But tell me something. You have to be cordial with all of them when you meet them, right? No matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think this is the age when you sort of, you know, stare at them and give them that look. Not anymore.
Yeah.
You sort of hang out with them, meet them at parties and stuff. But how difficult does it get when you know that probably there was this one role that I really wanted to get, but he got it?
You feel disappointed. Because if that's your drive, if that's your why of being here, having good films so that you can experience something, then you feel disappointed. Then you want that thing, or if you can get that thing, go for it. But other than that, if you just want to prove a point to, because everybody is famous, everybody's got loads of money here, so there's nothing that drives us anymore. It's just that if we want to prove a point to each other, then we are screwed, because that's not the why that I work for. So as they say, at the last, even if you win the rat race, you're still a rat.
Correct.
So not thinking on those lines, at least from my point of view, I just want to have and good experiences. So every time I lose out on some very, very good script that I could have got, I feel miserable.
But you'd still meet them.
It's nothing against the actor who would do it.
Correct. It's not his mistake, right?
Yeah, so it's just that you lost out on something good. I don't sleep at all. I would sleep for 3 hours or 2 hours every day, even if I'm
You're alive and kicking throughout the night.
Yeah, I went to a doctor also, sleep doctor, and she said that there's nothing wrong with you, but I can't help you because you're excited for nothing. So, So from my point of view, it seemed funny that, being there, you need to be slightly, that's what you expect, that you'll be so fidgety and you'll be thinking about what's going to happen. But he's such a calm, composed, and he sleeps like a baby.
How did you get that last expression in MS Dhoni after he hits the 6?
Sir, I saw it for 100 times.
It was incredible. I don't know.
Thank you.
I've also seen the trailer, and I'm going to see the movie in a couple of days. But that last expression was just unbelievable. When he scored, वो छक्का मारा था और इंडिया जीत गया था. That expression on his face. उसका close-up है TV में.
Trailer, yeah.
It was, you can't make out the difference. So I was very keen to know.
The great thing is, sir, I was at that point of time also thinking that it's unbelievable.